Hello everybody, how are you doing? Finally, you have waited for it for a long time. We are sitting in our own RS3 and are doing an acceleration test today using the race box. But in addition to that, of course, you have seen it on Instagram, and we have equipped this car with a UN ECE compliant exhaust system from GRAIL, or Bipolar exhaust by GRAIL, you could say. A very interesting exhaust because, as said, 100% street legal, first of all. Secondly, you have a straight pipe once it's open, and you have a very, very nice and comfortable tone once the flap is closed. And I think this combination, Bipolar already says it, the name, is very, very interesting. That's the reason why we chose that exhaust. Of course, that exhaust doesn't make any difference in power, although, of course, the pipe is a bit bigger in the end. But OPF, everything, software is, of course, everything is stock. Nevertheless, without further talking, let's see how fast it goes 0 to 100 on the country road first in the launch. Hopefully, we will get a dry piece here. And of course, later on the Autobahn. And one addition to the exhaust, since it is EU compliant, of course, the valves are closing between more or less 20 and 80 kilometers per hour. So what you hear on the video is the regular status and needs to be done like that, otherwise it won't be legal. So it's like under 20 kilometers and over 80 kilometers, it's very loud and very fun. Of course, in between city, town speed or whatever, everything is safe and legal. So that was a 3.87 seconds, more or less, flat surface. So the corrected time is also the same. Honestly, I would say that is pretty good. I'm not sure if we can get it any faster. We can do a second try, but 3.87 sounds very, very good. Let's head out onto the Autobahn and see 100 to 200. You have seen some pretty good times, and I think the first answer is already the stock car that we bought on our own. It has about the same speed than the press car in the end. Of course, the conditions are not really comparable. Probably 100 to 200 could be even better if we don't have the rear wing on it, so that's maybe even a bit faster. 0 to 100, I think the press car was half a tenth or so faster, but in the end, I mean, the cars are stock, and this is also what we observed. There's no difference really in the press cars and our own cars that we have then later on from a power and speed perspective. So I think the numbers are what you expect then. 9.7 100 to 200, and also 3.7 3.8 0 to 100. The exhaust, of course, makes a difference. You can definitely hear that, a big difference in the end. And I think the best part is really that it's plug and play. You don't have to cut anything, you don't have to change, or you can change it back to the regular exhaust system whenever you want it. And yeah, the sound difference is huge, and it brings back the old 5-cylinder sound. I would even say when the flap is open, this is even louder than our 8V RS3 pre-OPF from 2018 that we owned before.